Welcome to Phil and Bob's Treehouse.
The Central Park trees covered in snow. Over the Hudson, the sunset glow. The smell of halal and jasmine rice creep on the corner. Don't look so nice. Now he's pooping. Why, I don't know. Life's full of mysteries. Now it's time for the show.
Hi, I'm Phil.
Hi, I'm Bob.
We live in New York City, home to the highlights, the lowlights, and everything in between. This is our take on the human carnival. Hello, Bob.
Hello, Phil.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. It's good to be back in the city.
Yes.
And we did spend about almost a week together up at Cape Cod.
Yes, near the homosexual mecca.
Provincetown.
Provincetown.
Yeah.
Did you notice, I guess you might have come too late for the homosexual explosion, the carnival at the end of the sea.
Yeah,
Did you?
I didn't. No, I mean there was no carnival there.
Right.
And unlike you, I don't go to Provincetown in the middle of the night without telling anybody.
Good point.
Yeah.
But we're back in New York. Actually, today I will make this evergreen, but whatever. Today, I went to the bakery that I like to go to in Union Square called Bread's.
Uh-huh.
It's a very good bakery.
Yep.
And it's owned by like it's an Israeli guy. So they do have a lot
of flatbreads.
they have a lot of like babkas and stuff,
yeah.
But it's fucking really good. And then I was like, except there was a line going today to get in, and they had a big like bags people were picking up, and I was like, what's going on? I was like, oh, it's Jews.
It's your holiday
today. Is
then blow the shofar.
Rosh Hashanah. So I was like, oh, now back in New York, end of summer.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was reminded me of the homosexual mecca.
Yeah.
There was I just related to you a funny little tale on the beach when you came.
Yep.
You may remember.
I do.
To set the table. Mm-hmm. We have a little tent. You like the shade.
I do.
Yeah, I don't really...
You guys, it seemed that tent had not been used in many a year.
Yeah.
You seem also like Icarus to like to fly close to the sun and tempt the carcinoma gods.
Yeah, no, it won't end well for me.
Yeah.
But skin cancer wise. But nonetheless, we basically never use it. I think maybe once. And it's not one of those fancy tents. It's like just basically like a teepee. Yeah. And it's like enough shade for one, more or less.
Oh, very much so, because it's teepee shaped. It's not. It doesn't have a flat roof.
No, it's not that like fancy Nesso thing.
It's like maybe one person and maybe two like intimate friends.
Yes.
Or intimate relation
Yes.
people. It's very, very tight space.
And so anyway, when we were we brought it to the beach and we were sitting there, and there's, you like to sit in the shade, so you were sitting in there, and there's one fellow who will go unnamed, who's kind of a beach regular.
Yep.
And like an older gentleman.
Yep.
And he brings his own little chair, and he always never brings like an umbrella or anything.
Yep.
Which to me is a little annoying. But he likes the shade, but he doesn't. I don't know, for some reason he's too lazy, or for some reason he doesn't.
Yeah.
He takes other people's shade.
Yeah.
And he always just comes to the beach and he says, "Hey, do you mind if I just park here?" Something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, since I wasn't even in the tent, and you were sitting in there, he sat down next to you.
Yes.
And I very casually talked to this guy. Like we've never had like a long conversation. The extent of it is like, "Hi, how's it going?" More or less is a beach stop and chat, and that's it. And so I was just I walked away and I was watching the volleyball, and like within 2 seconds. You're sitting under this thing with the guy in a very intimate shade for one teepee.
Yeah.
And
he just slid up right next to me.
He's just sitting there, and the two of you are just staring out at the water.
Yep.
And I hear you're like, "Yeah, my ex-wife." and then I was like, "What the fuck?" They were like, I never talked to this guy. You're having like a heart-to-heart.
It was.
How did that even start?
I don't know. I think he just asked me like, "Hey, like, oh, how do you know Phil?"
Yeah.
And then like, I don't know, just like making conversation.
Yeah.
And then I guess maybe it was top of my mind, but maybe, it was kind of like we were looking, as one does. Like, it's not like we were staring in each other's eyes. Like he slid into the tent. And so you have two grown men looking at the sea so that you're not looking at each other. You're just talking while staring at the ocean.
Right.
And, I found myself opening up. I mean,
occasionally I wasn't sitting that far away and I heard little glimpses of the conversation and it was like personal. It was a total stranger, which may be the key to the reason you opened up.
Yeah. Well, also I would say, as loyal listeners know, this is a transitory period in my life, not a physical transition, but, my now ex-girlfriend of almost 1 year, of half a year. Who used to be my current girlfriend of 13 and a half years.
Yes.
So I found myself talking to this guy about that. Yeah.
And you think that maybe it's that you don't know him and may never see him again was a perhaps a reason for the intimacy?
100%. I think it's easier to, just bounce stuff off or just vent to someone you're never going to see again.
Yeah.
And secondarily, I read in a self-help book that, when you're going through something, you should talk to someone who's like maybe experienced that or gone through it and ask for, what was their, what was their reaction to it and how they felt during that time.
Yeah.
And I figured, because this guy, a little bit older than us, he's in his 70s, but he's been, married for 42 years. Yeah. And so he actually, I don't know if it's good advice in the end, but it seemed like rational advice. I don't know, it's good to get different people's perspectives. I remember I tried to talk to you, and you were like, beat it, nerd. I only talk about bread and volleyball. I was like, Phil, I'm going through a lot. I'm one of your oldest friends. Please. I've broken up with my girlfriend, and you were like, what's her name? Like,
no, I have no time for that.
You were like, I don't have time for this shit. Call me if you want to play volleyball. Bye.
Well, it's funny. Like literally the last day we were at the beach. Again, I didn't have any shade. You were not there, but he with me. But he tends to plop down like an inch from you, even if there's no one on the beach. He sat down and he's struck up a conversation. He's like, "Hello, well, Phil, I had a long conversation with your friend Bob the other day, much longer than I've ever had with you."
Yeah,
and I was thinking, because I don't.
Well, if you didn't have Asperger's, then that's your cue to be like, "Hey, let's have a conversation."
I don't want to talk to this guy.
I know,
whatever. And so, and then he said that he thinks it was because he had read somewhere that when two men talk to each other and don't look at each other, they tend to open up more. So I guess the two of you were like looking at the water.
Yeah.
And that may have been the key to...
I don't doubt that at all. Actually, I've said, I think even on this podcast that, when my daughter was a teen, a lot of times when she opened up the most is when we were on long car drives. We're both facing forward in the car and not looking at each other. But then within a half hour, she'd open up and talk about stuff like you lose the sort of teen, the defensiveness and anger and stuff like that.
Yes. And then
we should I think we should start a parenting channel. That's a great tip right there.
When you're talking to your kids, look in the same direction.
Yeah. Or make an excuse to take a 2-hour drive with them somewhere. If you can get them in the car, you can get them talking. That's chapter 1.
Okay. Good idea.
Get them in the car, get them talking.
Well, okay. I think all good ideas for... do you think that maybe...
I look at ourselves now. We're both actually facing the same direction with mics in our hands. And usually, there should
be something like that in New York. That Peanuts, the Peanuts cartoon?
Yeah, the psychiatric advice.
The shrink is in or whatever.
Yeah, 5
there
cents.
should be a thing like a little guy on the corner with the thing. Just because if it helps to just talk to a fucking stranger...
Yeah.
Then it's just random stranger.
What if I put up a little sign that said, "Prove me wrong," and I sat there at a desk and asked people to debate me?
That might work.
Would that be helpful or not?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
I bet sometimes it is helpful to talk to a total stranger.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't like someone off the street. Obviously, this was a guy that you knew from the beach. I was like, all right, let me get this old man's perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I thought maybe he'd be like a wise old man.
Yeah, that guy?
Yeah, but I don't know. I guess he had some wisdom. You know what? I'm not going to...
He's I don't know him. He's like a sort of like a nutty, libertarian...
that part...
Crazy...
Well, his politics shouldn't necessarily influence like his like emotional advice, but you never know.
But that's a whole other conversation about beach politics. Like I always feel like that's the thing about this beach situation.
Yep.
Like there are all these people and I never talk about politics.
Yeah.
It's the fucking weirdest thing because like you spend a lot of time there.
Yeah.
And it's just
But you gotta keep it light. That's
but it's
the rules.
it's like a real like a study in how to talk about absolutely nothing for as long as possible for months, like for weeks and weeks. Because like I feel like once you inject like politics, it poisons the situation.
Obviously,
because I think I had heard of something this summer. I have a feeling that there are some folks who are not on my side of things politically.
On the hard right, you mean?
I don't know how hard, but like...
you're on the hard right.
I'm afraid there's some lefties I won't agree with.
We are a neo-fascist podcast now. If you haven't been keeping up.
I think there's some snowflakes that I'm a little concerned about.
The sheep.
The sheeples. And so it's worrying me, and that's why I try to keep it light, and we can just...
Yeah, keep it light. That's my motto, too.
And then it's like... I know, I was going to say also it's just like... But you know, in an atmosphere like that, it's just like when you're literally talking about nothing, like all day, like the most minor of things becomes like conversation, like fodder.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's a little microcosm. I mean, I did realize. At first, I thought I would be bored out of my skull. I was like, "We're going to this beach. Like, what happens?" But the volleyball it becomes and actually, I lost weight on that trip.
Really?
Since then,
you think?
I think I'm still got a decent tan. Like, I just felt like it kick-started the little health kick I'm on.
That's good.
But you know, speaking of, I guess the politics of the beach, I realize also that there's one thing though that unites all white beachgoers. it's like the one thing where like the entire like beach like immediately turns and like acts as one.
Yeah, what's that?
When someone walks on the dune.
Yeah, that's true.
White people love protecting dunes.
Oh, you don't think it's unique to this particular beach?
No, I know it is to other beaches I've been at. Either it's like you have to protect the piping plover, or like don't walk on the beach because of the seagrass. Yeah. And when you see like one little kid or make the mistake, the entire beach is like, shame, stop it. Like everyone's pointing as if someone had like committed a crime.
Yeah. It's really the only, it's a moment of shame.
Yeah.
Like I was playing a volleyball maybe early in the summer before my knee issue or something. And literally some guy far down the thing was climbing up the dune, and they stopped the whole game, and one guy just ran as fast as he could, screaming like, "Get off the dune!" You know.
I know. I mean, when the smart thing would be maybe shut the beach down and let the whole ecosystem recover for a few years, but that's not going to happen.
So you think that's a white thing?
It definitely is. I think in a lot of other countries, definitely Korea, that just be like, everybody on the beach. We'll fit as many people as we can. We'll put like restaurants and whatever. And I don't think that there is as much environmental protection in other countries as there is here.
On the beach in Korea, there's like a lot. People like bring food. Is everybody bring like a little box of kimchi?
I don't know. I haven't been to the beach in Korea in a while. The beaches in the mainland Korea are very rocky for the most part, except some in the southern tip are okay. But there's one island called Jeju Island. I think the whites spell it Cheju.
Yeah.
It has a tropical climate.
Yeah.
And I would recommend if you've traveled a lot and now you want to try like stuff that's like off the path one and go with like path 1A, like if you want to just a tropical locale that's like not many people go to, and I'm not
What's
saying
that
it's
body of water.
It's Jeju Island's off the southern tip of Korea, so it's like maybe the Sea of Japan, but it might be far south enough that it's like the Yellow Sea.
Huh. And what kind of like?
But like bananas grow like in that climate there,
and people live there.
People live there full time. There's actually been a documentary about their female like oyster or like abalone divers. They free dive without snorkeling equipment, and it's a community of women that do that. It's been passed down for generations.
That's interesting.
Yeah, they wear like wetsuits and go down there. I could see. What's that smile? You're about to make You're about to make a racist comment. I know you.
No. But I like the idea of the Korean beach.
Yeah. So
I want to go to one of those beaches. I was flipping around YouTube recently, and there's that. It's like the last undiscovered island, like native population in the world. I can't remember the name of the beach, but it's like
North Sentinel Island.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like far off India.
India, yeah, and the last person who went there was like the American missionary.
He was
supposedly
killed. Yeah. I thought that might be a myth.
I don't know if he was eaten. He was definitely killed. I think they recovered his body.
Do you think you could go there and just to sit on the beach and play volleyball? I've seen the videos on YouTube. Like the boat comes along and like out of the jungle, it's like all these fucking people come out.
Yes.
Like,
and they're shooting bows and arrows.
Yeah, they're shooting bows and arrows at them.
Yeah. I wouldn't mess with that.
No, that seems like a perilous situation.
I mean, if you're going to mess with them, you have to go shock and awe. I'd like fly a B-2 bomber, and you got to bomb them and then bring the machine gun.
Yeah.
Otherwise, leave them alone.
Yeah, that's true. Well, okay, good. Good to. I guess this is a life lesson. You figured out how to unload on some guy.
Yep.
And I wonder if he will remember that conversation.
I don't know.
And
you remembered it a couple days later when he talked to you.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, I was probably the one more seeking advice. So
yeah.
And again, I remember the words. I don't know necessarily if I 100% agree. So
yeah.
Well.
By the end of I think he had just taken the shade for himself.
Oh yeah, by the end he had squeezed me out. I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like I'm not gonna fight this guy. But it was kind of weird. Also, he makes it like maybe he doesn't understand. People need personal spaces. Like I don't want to be next to someone in bathing trunks and like sweaty from volleyball. Like I don't want that person to be like within 7 inches.
No, that guy has no. I wonder if he feels like. Well, maybe this is giving too much credit. Yeah. I wonder if he feels like an obligation. He's like, if I'm taking your shade, an obligation to converse with you. Yeah. He's like.
I know. I think judging by his comments to you, I think he just wants to talk. He's a talker too.
He's a little chatty. Yeah.
Yeah. You're curmudgeonly.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't like that stuff.
Yeah. You're like the town mean guy. All right.
Well, okay. So that's the summer, and we have other
the end
things
of summer
to move on.
Yes. Seasons
the end of
change.
summer, and it's the
also
new year. The Jewish.
It's the new year for some people, not for me.
For your type.
Yeah, no. And my New Year is not December 31st. I celebrate Lunar Asian New Year.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, we're back.
Was that a Chinese accent?
Well, I don't know.
Okay. I want to take it, listeners, I want to take this to a political corner now.
Okay.
All right. And it's also listener appreciation. This is a listener appreciation take because we have a very loyal listener. I'm not going to name him.
Yeah. I didn't even know he listened.
He's a loyal listener. He texts me times and and mentions stuff.
We should make him pay for this.
No. He paid in kind.
Oh, okay.
Because he sent me a little news clip on something that I decided I do want to talk about.
Okay, go ahead.
So our loyal listener is out on the West Coast.
Okay.
And I will say he is a leftist.
Yes.
Probably it's socialist.
Is he?
I don't know if he's a socialist, but he's got some definite leanings.
All right. Well, okay. I don't like it already.
You don't like it? I know. Oh, no. So he sent me this article. People, you might have heard about it too. It was the story of ICE, the Immigration and Customs Enforcement. Yeah.
Yes.
Those fine folks. Those mentally stable, physically fit.
Yeah, no.
Americans, officers.
I was going to sign up to volunteer.
Yeah. Oh, you were going to volunteer? Yeah. I heard they're doing signing bonuses too if you want to make some money. Maybe
it's bad for my knee, though.
We could get sunglasses and like Velcro and wear like tactical gear that we buy we can buy on Amazon.
You can go armed.
Yeah. And wear a balaclava or like just some sort of ski mask or something.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's no repercussions. But anyway, I digress. He sent me an article about this factory. I think it was in South Carolina or Georgia. A battery, like a battery factory, not like the batteries that go in like electronic, like your remote control, but like batteries for like
cars,
high tech stuff. You know, like the rechargeable ones for cars and things like that. Being built, creating jobs and industry and adding to our GDP.
Yeah, it sounds like it
by a Korean consortium.
Right, I remember the story.
Yeah, so I mean. Koreans, resourceful people, you know, building factories in this country.
Yeah.
And ICE came and they were looking, I guess, for the Central Americans, but they found like a whole group of non-English speaking, non-white people who were Koreans, who were 99% of whom were here legally on a temporary work visa as skilled workers setting up the battery plant.
Okay.
And ICE just ended up sending them all home.
But deporting them?
Yeah, they did put them on a plane and sent them home.
So no more factory.
I guess I don't know what's going to happen. It's just it really strikes me as sad that when you have people that are willing to fly here, skilled workers, to build a factory, to in this case help out their little brother.
Yes,
America's little brother in this case. Korea's the big brother.
Yeah.
The tables have turned in that relationship. We are making high-tech batteries, and we are trying to set up the factory, and those skilled workers they sent here halfway around the globe get kicked out and sent back.
Yeah, it does seems, for sure, not common sense.
Yeah.
If you're interested in growing the economy.
Yeah. So, the take's not all that interesting. I mean, I feel like it's also sad, not to be down on white people, but I guess, white people, they don't want to work in a factory and make batteries, right?
White people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just feel it's beneath them.
Well, that's what they say, that they're taking the jobs.
Yeah.
That's, I mean...
in my experience, I think the Trump voters, the men just want a job where they can wear... tactical gear that they get from Amazon.
Maybe if you could wear tactical
gear and drive a pickup truck with the real reason to drive a pickup truck and put like equipment in the back or something.
Maybe you could work at a battery factory and wear tactical stuff.
Like wear tactical
on
gear.
The line.
And like, look, your part of your salary is like we'll lease you a Ford F-150
right.
and you get tactical gear. You can wear and you could put your sunglasses on backwards on your baseball cap. You could look really cool, like a Dominican baseball player.
I mean, you still have to perform just like the duties of an assembly line person at a battery factory, but you can wear whatever you want.
I mean, this is the problem. I mean, I'm kicking science here. This is what the Democratic Party's got to figure it out is like the jobs that exist, unfortunately, like male nurse, is like not appealing to just a swath of the population, So that is why I think there's a lot
maybe they should create a bureau of like a new like cabinet department.
Yeah,
like to promote like a job promotion. For these folks to like make these jobs like
it's like the job is like male nurse, but they trick them in it. They'll be like it's a tactical healthcare medic, squad medic, and everyone gets a pickup truck and you get to drive into a factory, but there's a tunnel that goes to the hospital. When they get to the hospital, they like change into like a pink scrubs with little cartoons on them. And they're like, sorry, this is where the job is. Like, there's a lot of money in nursing right now. We have a skilled nursing shortage.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, if they could somehow promote, that's a good point, actually. I'm not kidding.
Absolutely. This is how we solve. The problem is that people want a tool belt on them.
Yeah.
You could be a nurse, but you have to wear a tool belt.
I mean, how do you promote? They keep saying Americans don't want these jobs. If you have a little, like, some kind of a campaign to make these more appealing as sort of an appeal to some vein.
How about this? You can pick lettuce, but every hour there's a 20-minute a paint gun fight, or you can wear camouflage and shoot each other with paint guns.
Good idea.
Yeah, there's like a battle for 20 minutes, then you pick lettuce for an hour.
Yeah. What else do they like to do? These I don't know. They boat rallies. Don't they do like boat?
I think that's the wealthier MAGA types. They like to like take their boats and like have the hugest flag that says whatever.
They like to congregate. Maybe like on January 6th. They like to like wear stuff like colors and get together in groups. So maybe like on the lunch break or something that you put your colors on and you go into the lunchroom. And then you can talk about, I don't know. It's just like it's like sort of a militia gathering. But
well, at that point, yeah, you make a factory. Everyone can just wear swastikas and Nazi gear.
I mean, like for example, that's like. You know, like those, like if to be a meat packer, for instance, like you spend all day in this like terrible job. Yeah. But like when you,
that's a good. We should call it the White Power Meat Packing Company, and then that would attract people.
Yeah, whatever. You wear swastikas, fucking clan hoods.
But you have to go in there. You're pulling the kidneys from the pig.
Yeah, I mean, So why not?
Look, I have these are good. I don't know. I hope there's a Democratic Party activist listening because we got to address the situation. We got to think outside the box.
Yeah. Well, good idea, and thank you for that listener for inspiring.
Yes, thank you to our listener. His initials are JS, and that's all we're going to get to. We're not gonna say anything more about him.
Fantastic.
He fights for workers' rights.
In real life.
Yeah, but like, do you think that means he's anti-capitalist? Don't you think, or anti-owners? He fights for the worker, not the owner. Yeah. Well, but he's fighting the good fight.
I guess. Although, who's there to fight for the owners?
That's what I'm saying. Well, this is a fair and like Fox News. This is a fair and balanced podcast.
I mean, it's like when they're talking about labor, I'm always thinking of who's going to fight for like the guy who like owns the NFL team.
I know.
Versus like the players.
Yes, exactly.
You know? I always sympathize with the owners.
Who
looks after them?
Did you root for the Nazis in the war movies? In Inglourious Bastards, who did you find yourself?
Well, I don't want to talk about that, but
okay. Actually, without taking a pause, then Can we segue to the other topic? The only other topic I want to talk about.
Okay.
Which is, speaking of people dying in movies.
Yes.
And bad guys dying in movies.
Yes.
We had a public figure. We're not going to mention his name.
Okay.
Recently get killed in a very public fashion.
That's true. I heard about that.
Yeah. So without setting him aside.
Yes.
And the killing aside.
He's with Christ.
Is he? Is that what people are saying?
Yes.
They got confirmation.
Yes.
There was like definitely some sort of message sent through an angel?
Yes.
Okay. Or a burning bush, or was it an angel?
It was a miracle of some kind.
It was a miracle of some kind. Okay.
Yeah.
So this person who we shall not name, he's in heaven.
Yes.
Oh, good.
I know that.
Bless Hashem. Baruch Hashem. And so, but it got me thinking, completely unrelated. Completely unrelated. When you watch a movie and there's like a really bad guy, like a thriller or something, and that guy finally gets his comeuppance, he gets shot and like killed, how do you feel? Like you're like, oh God, the bad guy died, or is there like some guilt or like empathy, or you're just like, oh, the bad guy got it?
I don't know why.
Like say at the end of Die Hard, where Hans Gruber finally Bruce Willis kicks him off the tower. Do you feel a little Schadenfreude? Is that correct?
Yes.
Or do you feel relief that the villain was killed? Or
I guess I celebrate the death.
You celebrate the death
of the villain.
Of the villain. Okay. So in a movie, it's okay to celebrate the death of the villain.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's completely unrelated to this political death that happened.
Unrelated.
Yeah.
Yes.
It just I was just got me thinking. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like when the Nazi dies, like the evil Nazi dies in like a World War II movie.
Yeah,
like I don't feel too sad really. I'm like, oh great, I'm glad. I mean, I know what happened in World War II.
Yeah,
you're watching a movie, but you're like, oh yeah, this is how we fucking did it, and we saved the world.
I think it's you have a good point.
World War II.
Yeah.
All right, I just want to make sure.
Okay.
All
right, check. Hello, we're back.
Yes, let's continue.
How do you feel about tennis?
It's all right. I mean, it's kind of fun to play. I haven't played in a long time. A decent way to exercise.
Yeah.
I hate pickleball, but I think tennis I'm okay with.
I watched, for the first time in years, I watched quite a bit of the U.S. Open on television. this past summer.
Yeah, well, I remember it in Cape Cod when I was there. It was a nice way to like at the after dinner, just turn it on, see what match is on.
Yeah, I haven't watched that tournament or tennis in so long, and for some reason, like I was just found myself flipping around and just watching a lot of tennis. And then I watched the finals back, when we were in New York. I watched that also, and it was exciting.
Yeah,
and
when I got back, because
we would watch
it. I went to, I didn't come to the city. I went to Connecticut, and I left the weather was nice.
Yeah.
I would turn the U.S. Open on and then just like do stuff and just have it on in the background all day, because when the tournament's not, when it's in sort of the earlier stages, there you could be watching it around the clock.
Yes.
And I do have to say, it's just there's something calming about hearing the ping pong, like hearing the ball being hit back and forth as you like go about your day.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is. I feel this a kind of like I feel like a mixture of like I enjoy watching the sport. It's only more like fun if you're kind of rooting for someone.
Yeah.
And I really have no good reason to root for any of these people or against them.
I did notice though, I'm not gonna get too specific, but rather than rooting for people, I look at you and I feel like in every match there's one person you hate.
Yes. No, I find some you have to find like I don't follow these people through the year.
Yeah.
And it's not like they're from like New York, so I'm going to root for them or against them.
Yeah.
So you have to find, in order to make it exciting,
you
have to find like the most minute. It's like when you watch Jeopardy and you don't like some guy's glasses and then you just start to hate him.
Yeah.
Well,
I feel like maybe in your thrice weekly therapy sessions, maybe you should bring this up and ask, rather than choosing a hero.
That's true.
Something positive. Yeah. Why do you choose a villain in every tennis match?
I will bring that up.
Please bring that up. And
you think it says something damaging?
No, I don't think it's damaging at all. Please,
yeah. I get it.
How does my comment make you feel, Phil?
No, good point.
No, I thought maybe it would be something to talk about.
I'll bring that up on Thursday at 11.
Yeah. Okay.
But I digress about the tennis because yes, I found myself watching it, and but also maybe this is to your point. It's watching it and hating it also. Yeah. Because I kind of don't like. I find them to be the worst like fans in the world. I don't like watch. I watch the U.S. Open on TV.
Yep.
And it's just like, first of all, it's so goddamn expensive to go there.
Yeah.
Like, I know, like, you take the finals of the U.S. Open.
Yeah.
Like, those seats are thousands and thousands of dollars.
It's so... listen, it's so overtly corporate.
It is, yeah.
I mean, there's you see all of the sponsor names there, and if you're from New York and you've been there, there's a whole ecosystem that's built around it where not only is there sponsorship, and not only are there suites, but there's like there's corporate entertainment areas like outside the stadium, like tents, or even in some cases like really. Like not even temporary. It's like fully constructed lounges and things like that. And it's the villains of society there. It's not the people making batteries.
No.
It's people who are trading paper, and things of no inherent value. It's just representation,
just shuffling stuff
around. I mean, the original gangsters, not these the crypto bros can't afford. They're not there yet.
Buying companies and breaking them apart and selling them for little pieces.
Oh God, I remember
destroying dreams.
We did that to Blue Star Airlines. Remember?
Yes,
in the 80s,
I remember.
We did that to Blue Star and Teldar Paper.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like the guy who's coming back from the weekend from his Hamptons place, and stopping off in Queens for the first time in his life, to go and sit in his thing, and like also,
first he spits on his staff member, and then he like throws something at his driver, gets out of the car, and he's like, "Keep it close, because we're in Queens," and then he goes in there, and it was
gets a lobster club,
yes. And it was funny because this year there was that CEO who was caught stealing like a souvenir from that a player had tossed to a kid, and he grabbed it out of the kid's hands.
Yeah.
That is the quintessential, prototypical bad guy at the U.S. Open.
Yeah, he's the bad guy among bad guys.
Yes. And also, you find yourself around this time of year on social media, a lot of people just posting pictures at the U.S. Open, like, hey, look at me, guess where I am?
Yeah.
You know? So, you know, it comes, it is the good and the bad. On the flip side, there are times, and maybe I don't want to sound too nostalgic, but like when there was a good American tennis player, like a Johnny McEnroe.
Yeah.
And the place feels democratic when the crowd gets a little wild.
Like, do you think that there was a time when that venue, like that tournament, was? Look, I'm a kook. I'm not kidding myself. Going to a Knicks game isn't cheap either.
Yeah.
Like a literally like on any regular season game.
Yeah.
But the U.S. Open just seems like a notch beyond that because it's only for a couple weeks and it's just like this fancy sport.
Yeah.
But do you think there was a time when that tournament was more like, you know, attracted or was more available to?
I do. Maybe I'm just romanticizing the past. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
English is my second language, but
Konnichiwa.
You know, in the day, Jimmy Connors.
Yes, I used to watch
Chris Everett, John McEnroe, and the crowd would be rowdy. The planes would fly overhead.
Yeah,
I feel like what's the good part of that is when you see, like, the fans that don't bother me are like the ones that are true, that play tennis, and like, you know, it's not like they belong to a country club, but they're like real tennis. You know, like they're real tennis kind of
nerds.
The tennis nerds. Yeah. Like when I see I'm like, you can tell also there's the tennis nerd. Yeah. And then there's the people that dress like they're about to play a set at a country club, but it's like 9:00 at night. And like, you know, they're the ones that are probably doing the shuffling of the currency.
And I wonder if like, does anybody follow like tennis? Like
I don't.
They're all it's just the same like Eastern European, like against the other second Eastern European, right? In general,
I think that for me, if the Pro Tour was just the 4 Grand Slams, and actually, honestly, if it was just Wimbledon, the U.S. Open, I'd be happy with that. The Australian Open, you can't watch it because of the time difference.
Yeah, that's true.
And the French Open is clay. I don't. Something about
I don't get that either. Like,
I
don't want to get into the technicality of because I don't know. But it seems odd that like one person should be so much better, like not on grass.
Yeah,
than
I don't know.
Whatever.
I don't want to. I don't want to take time out of my day to watch people play tennis on dirt. You know,
dirt. Yes, that's like they do that in Brazil in the favela.
Oh, really?
They play
tennis
soccer,
or they play soccer on the dirt. Yeah. No, soccer on the dirt is cool.
Yeah.
Tennis on the dirt.
That's
just, it's a. So that's.
Well, I was thinking actually. You know, I that this takes me to my next idea, which is that it's kind of like the worst of just like scummiest sort of New York. But I found something that was the best of New York the other day on YouTube.
All right, cool.
It's a little channel, and I really now I can't quite remember the name of it. No, but it's called something like Paul Eats Chinatown.
Okay,
something like that. And it's like he doesn't have a lot of views or subscribers.
How did you find this?
I was just flipping around.
Were you looking for pornography?
It's some caught in a very rare window of time, not looking for pornography.
Okay, and you stumbled on.
I took a quick break from the porn searching.
Yep.
And I found this middle-aged Asian guy.
Okay.
And he basically he just goes to eat lunch by himself in Chinatown.
Oh, and he
in
films
New
himself.
York, and he films himself.
Oh.
And each video is like 8 minutes, and he sits there and he orders, and he likes everything. Like he'll go to he's going to try every restaurant in Chinatown. And
does he live in the city?
I don't know. And he went to that place Hop Key.
Yeah, we
that
talked
you seemed
about
like,
that. Yeah.
And he got like the snails and stuff.
Yeah.
And but he goes to all these different places, and he just sits there and eats it. It actually makes it look tasty.
Yeah, that's nice.
And I was like, well, I want to go to. That's how everything looks good.
I know. I like shows. I mean, people love cooking shows. I mean, they exploded in popularity over the last decade.
But I was like, this is a nice thing. Like this guy walking around, and he goes around the neighborhood for a minute or so, and he plays like funny music in the back. Like not funny music, just plays like mood music, you know, like elevator music.
So he doesn't like take a turn and start talking about trans rights and say and debating people and saying, "Prove me wrong."
No, he doesn't do that.
Okay.
I don't think he's a right or left wing hero.
He's just a food hero.
Just a food guy. Like, and not even like a food guy. I think he's like just has some random job. I did see he had one episode. He went to Atlantic City and he tested out the buffets at the Hard Rock.
That's so gross.
Lunch.
You know me, like I eat anything. I'm not very picky. Like that, I draw the line there.
Yeah.
The buffet in
Atlantic City buffet. No, it didn't look great.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to question his taste because he likes everything, literally. But at the same time,
I ate the buffet at a strip club once. True story.
It's cheap though, right? That's how they get you in the door.
What? No,
What?
It was 1998, and it was
What strip club?
I'm not going to say which. It was one that had the main one, but they had one down in the financial district for a while.
Yeah.
This was 1998, and I didn't. It was not my idea. It was I was against my will.
Yeah,
but,
I get it. You're forced in.
It was my first job, and it was at an investment bank that shall not be named.
Yeah.
It was the associate class in 1998,
Yeah.
and someone had the bright idea. One of these
Wow.
bros.
Yeah.
I just went to fit in. You know,
Those are the good
I
old
didn't
days.
want to. Yeah. And they were like, after our training class on a Friday, they were like, we're all going to this place.
Yeah.
And they have a buffet. Like,
Yeah.
they get people. So it was really depressing because it was
Really?
like still light outside. And then, like, we went in at probably like 6 o'clock or something like that. But they had a full spread. But
That's
that,
crazy.
I have to say, it's New York. So it's not Atlantic City.
Yeah.
So, which I think is grosser.
Yeah.
And this place is kind of an upscale chain.
Right.
So the food, as I recall, wasn't disgusting.
Right. So wait, when you're eating and the strippers come over to you while you're eating?
I don't remember beyond. I remember just doing that. Like, I don't have any recollection
Yeah.
of anything that. I mean, this was 27.
It seems
years
like
ago.
a very unappetizing environment.
It is, yeah.
Just
But
like
you know what? It's at that. I don't even know. As my recollection, I don't have a recollection of there being any of the strippers around or whatever. There's like a separate area. Maybe like the health department. Like, hey, if people are going to get naked, like you can't have the food. Like, I think there was like a separate restaurant area.
Oh, good point.
For
Yeah.
hygiene.
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah. So now I hope people don't judge me. This was 27 years ago.
Yeah.
And I felt that I had to do it to fit in. And it was not my idea. I was offensively just coerced.
You just
into
went
this.
along.
I went along. You know what they say? A lot of Nazis just went along, but you know what I'm
That's
saying?
what they say.
Oh, yeah. So I went along, and
Yeah.
mea culpa, hand up.
Same thing when that guy died when you were hazing that kid in college.
As the lawyers, and the coroner found out later,
Yeah.
it was quickly ruled natural
Yeah.
causes.
Yeah.
So there was no liability.
Or in high school when you stuffed the kid in the locker.
None of those true.
Well, those are the good old days when, I guess that was part of your initiation into the Wall Street trade.
Yeah.
You go to strip clubs and
yeah.
harass women, and then you
now
grab their ass all day in the office, and then you go to strip club at
now,
night.
I disavow these comments. I regret, in a moment of honesty
Yeah,
and
okay.
self-reflection, I
Yeah.
just wanted to share that
I
I'd
got you.
eaten at a strip club.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
And I disavow all those comments about sexual harassment.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, I'll consider all that.
Okay.
Anything else on this subject?
No.
Oh, so I think go to that guy's channel. It's literally called something like Paul Eats Chinatown.
All right.
It's just a very kind of relaxing thing.
You'll either get that channel or some very awkward pornography.
involving Chinese food.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, goodbye.
You know I need your love. You got that hold over me. Long as I got your love, you know that I'll never leave. When I wanted you to...
Okay, last thing.
Cool.
I had a food idea.
Yeah, we haven't talked about food in a while.
Yeah, I know. This is partly inspired by some restaurant review I read. But what do you think about a restaurant that sells on the menu only the parts of the dish that is the best part of the dish. Like, you know how they say like the corner in like the lasagna is the best?
Yeah.
Or when they make a paella. Oh, I was reading a review of a restaurant that's had paella.
Yeah.
And like they always say that best part of the paella
Is the burnt?
is that burnt thing on the bottom.
Huh, interesting.
So if the restaurant only serves like 20 things, but it's like the thing that's the best, most desirable, like the piece of the steak that's like the corner, or whatever that thing is called, that muscle. I don't know what it's like. I don't know what the steak is like on a ribeye. That little cap, is supposedly the best thing.
That's interesting.
Or they say the oyster or the chicken, that little, that little like
it's some part of
piece
the
on the top of the thigh.
Yeah,
they say that's the best part.
Interesting. Like I feel like maybe like I see it. It's charged $500. It's a tasting. It's a tasting menu, and each course is just the best part of something. Like the corner of a Sicilian. Is is one, and then the oyster of the chicken.
Yeah. There'd be a lot of waste involved, I guess.
Well, no, you could use the rest of the chicken to
for other stuff.
Yeah, like make a family meal with it or something.
Yeah, that's true.
For the
chef. Premise of the whole restaurant is that it's like the best of. It's like the prime, ultimate prime bite.
Yes. Yeah, and then they could be a central kitchen, and the other side it's like the worst cuts. And so you take the oyster out of the chicken, and then the rest of the chicken they just make like a boiled chicken and just throw it out there.
Everything is just boiled.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like the most like mushy.
Yeah. Or like fried chicken or something. It doesn't have to be the worst. You have to have a separate restaurant so there's no food waste.
That's true. That's cheaper.
Yeah.
Or everything they just make soup out of it.
Yeah.
Like I like when at home, I've said this before, the easy like dinner is like just like a roast chicken.
Yeah.
But I always find myself like before I just take right when it's coming out, I take like the little wing tip. I know it's crunchy.
Yeah.
And it's kind of odd, maybe. It's just bones, really. Yeah. But I like that piece.
Okay.
I just eat the wingtip.
The one little piece. It's funny you say the thing about the corner of the lasagna or something.
Yeah.
Because I saw on social media, I guess there's a tray, but it has an S built into the tray.
Yeah.
So that every piece is a corner piece.
Oh,
it's
really?
A tray
maybe this exists.
It's a winding tray, basically.
For lasagna?
Yeah, so that, or anything, or brownies. I think they said, like, because people say the corner piece is the best brownie piece. So basically the way that the pan is shaped is that every piece is the corner. Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
So I mean, the restaurant idea is not dead though. No one's done that.
No,
you just take it's now we have an easy way to get the best piece of the brownie or a lasagna.
Yeah. And then out the back on the other side, you just farm out the slop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, that's my brilliant notion for the day.
Okay.
That's that.
All right. So we've given our listeners 45 minutes almost of quality content.
And good to know. Shout out to our loyal listener. I didn't even know he listened, but
he's a loyal listener. He deserves a shout out, maybe even a T-shirt. I mean, I don't have the energy to go to a post office and mail it to him, but next time I see it, I'm gonna give him one.
I found like 4 of those shirts in my drawer.
I have some in my apartment. I realized too.
Yeah.
Oddly, nobody wants them. Like I asked my nephew, I was like, "You want one?" He was like,
It's
okay.
a pretty good shirt.
He's a dick. Yeah, I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Well, that's the show, folks. Our theme song was performed by Echo Strata. He's an incredible Brooklyn-based artist creating psychedelic alternative music. Check him out on Spotify, Apple Music, and iTunes.
The Central Park trees covered in snow. Over the Hudson, the sunset glow. The smell of halal and jasmine rice. Creep on the corner, don't look so nice. Now he's pooping, why I don't know. Life's full of mysteries, now it's time for the show.
That was fucking awesome!
That was all right.
Yes!